Mm. Well, hey, Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. We are back to have another dreadful conversation about the Traitors episode 10. We are getting close and close to the finale. And when I tell y'all, I am so looking forward to this season being over with because it's trash. Do you hear me? Trash. But understand, if you're a person that enjoys Traitors, listen, we have been over there on the Patreon, honey. We have been doing the watch alongs, and I had so much to say about this past episode. And it was to a point where I was like, I'm not even going to do a review. Like, this is just like, this is ass. I'm sorry. This is ass. Like, what is happening here? But listen, I still found myself having things to say. So I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and talk about it. All right. Because I said, if I'm feeling this way, I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling this way as well. So we're just going to talk about this episode. All right. I mean, it was so, Tara, girl, sit down. Sit down. Okay. And don't say nothing because, girl, boy, did you disappoint me. Did you disappoint? And you know what? If they kick you out, if they murder you next, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody got, you know what? At this point, it really, I don't care. I don't care. It's so crazy because it's like this episode, everybody for me that I would not have wanted to make it to the finale is making it. Eric was one of those people. Rob was one of those people, and definitely Maura. Hell, y'all didn't even want her. Okay. The faithfuls didn't even want her to go down to the damn finale. And she's going. Like, let's just cool it. Let's just cool it a little piece. Let's just get into the episode. All right. So Rob and Maura, they're the first to breakfast, right? And she's still wondering how she's still there. Well, you're talking to the person. She tells him, I really trust you. I really, really trust you. I'm fully invested in you. And if I turn around and learn that you are a traitor, then, oh my God, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I think I would die. Girl, didn't die. Get her coffin. Matter of fact, the coffin that you guys brought out at the end of the episode should have been hers. Let her go ahead and pack her up. Okay. So Rob says the lying and scheming, is starting to get to him. It's really starting to bother me. It's a lot going. I have to lie to these people. I have to act like this. I have to act like that. Like it's a lot. Boy, shut up. Shut up. Shut your ass up. You say that and then you get ready to go on to plot and scheme some more. Shut your up, boy. Oh, girl, he just pissed me off so bad. Girl, I said, okay. So Eric and Mark, right? They arrive and Rob says that he thinks Natalie's the one that's dead. I said, child, the fact that this is saying that she's the one that's dead, we know that she's not. Okay. So he really meant, though, in my personal, yeah, she's dead, but really more so she's dead in a different type of way. She's dead as in we getting her ass out of here, period. Like she's a dead man. Okay. She's a dead woman walking. We're getting her out of here. She's going to be banished or she's going to be murdered, but she wasn't the one that was murdered last night. All right. Because some of you guys still think that she's a traitor, and I need y'all to continue to believe that. Understand. Child, the target is definitely on Natalie's back. Now, Tara, she's over there feeling terrible because she hasn't been playing the game well and she don't know, how the hell she's still there. For that very reason, stupid. Like, for that very reason, girl, the fact that you don't know how to play the game is the reason why you are continuing. Matter of fact, the fact that none of y'all know how to play the game is the real reason that all of you guys are there. Hello? Okay, so Johnny pops in, right? Because she was so worried. She's like, I'm afraid they murdered Johnny. I'm afraid they murdered Johnny. Johnny pops in, of course, right? He and Tara begin to tell the story of how they learned whether they were, murdered or not. And I'm like, yo, if y'all pulled the stunt that y'all, first of all, I wish Monét was still there. But earlier in the season, Monét said something like, oh, let's get the people to talk about how they were murdered. If y'all would have had all the people explain how they were murdered, you may have, I'm sorry, not murdered, but what the scene was when they were getting ready to learn about being murdered, y'all could have potentially looked at the other individuals of who it could possibly be. And y'all were kind of on that track, but ooh, Tara, girl, anywho. So he and Tara, Johnny and Tara are beginning to tell the story about how they learned about, whether they were going to be murdered or not. And, what was interesting, I don't know why I noticed this, but when they were telling their story, Maura ended up saying, huh? Last night? And I'm like, girl, why the fuck? Why are you acting dense? Oh, you are. I'm sorry, my bad. Why am I acting dense about you being dense? Because that's what it is. You're dense. Anywho, I'm like, why are you acting like you care or something? Like, oh, last night, like it was very weird. It's like, girl, everybody get killed at night. Like, what the fuck? Like, anywho, it just showed to me how Maura be acting and she be fake. Last night. And also, I think with the Candiace and Porsha thing that happened earlier in the season, I think Maura definitely remembered everything that Candiace said to Porsha. She just said, I don't know what the hell going on, right? She just said that to kind of throw a loop towards Porsha or whatever. But anywho, child, let's keep going. So Natalie walks in, and that's when everybody realizes that Kristen was the one that was murdered last night, right? I really hated to see Kristen go. I figured they would get rid of Kristen because, I mean, she's so good. You know what I'm saying? And the way that she sniffed Eric's ass out, baby, I knew she was going to be gone. I was hoping she wasn't. But anyway, so I'm glad that she called out Eric, though, before she left. And she called out Eric to Mark. But child, that really didn't go no damn where, for real, for real. But she called out Eric. And I just hate that, not Tara, but I believe it was Natalie and Maura left the room right when Kristen was questioning Eric. So the only person that really heard everything that was going on was Mark. Child, I said, I cannot. So anywho, Rob says he feels defeated and played. Whole time, Natalie looking at him with a scrunch face like, you feel defeated and played? Because she's starting to think that it could be him, right? Tara says, she don't know what to do with herself. She says she slept on it and knows that it's not Natalie. And now she thinks it could be Rob, but she gonna be going back on her word by the end of the episode. So Natalie is over there like, well, girl, I'm with you. Because Tara pulled Natalie to the side. They talk. And of course, Natalie is like, girl, I was thinking the same thing. Which is why she kind of gave Rob that scrunch face when he sat up there talking about, I feel played and this and that. Shut up. Shut up. So Mark takes Rob outside and asks him, it's not you, bro. Bro, look me in my eyes, bro. It's not you, bro. Do y'all know Rob looked this man dead in his eyes and said, yeah. I'm laughing my ass off. Like, what? He looked you in your face and said, it's me. It's me. Hello. It's me. I can't. So Mark tells Rob he's concerned about Eric, based on what Kristen said. And then, of course, Rob defends him and all of that or whatever the case is. And it's like, why are y'all using Rob as y'all think piece? Why are y'all using Rob to have the answers for y'all? So much to the point that Mark sat up there and said, now, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying I'm not. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on? What has production told y'all? Because why is everybody acting scared of this man? What is going on with the people? Is y'all cool? Why is y'all acting afraid? And it showed itself for sure at that round table. I am so confused. So Rob, of course, convinces him that it's Natalie and says that she was the only one who didn't vote for Candiace. And I'm like, duh, because Candiace didn't vote for her. And because Natalie was upset with Tara. That's why. And that's what pisses me off with this group. They just don't think. They rely on other people to think for them, and it's just really irritating. So Tara and Natalie, right, they go to Maura and they mention to Maura that, Rob has been giving them those vibes, right? Based on what Candiace said. And then Maura gives her excuses, pretty much give both of the ladies excuses. And she's like, well, Candiace, it was a throwaway vote. Like, I don't think it would. No, it couldn't be. It can't be Rob. Like, no, I'm totally convinced it's not. It's not Rob. Girl, if you giving excuses for Rob, I'd hate to see the excuses that you make for them ain't shit ass men that be in your face. Like, the way, when the facts are there, but you don't want to see it. Girl, I would hate to see how you come up with excuses in your head for the men that are doing you wrong. Woo, okay, let's keep going. All for a slab of abs and a pinched nose, child. A pinched nose and a piece of cute on the face, honey. Okay then. So anywho, let's keep going. We get to the mission time, right? And so Tara says in the car, she's like, she's going to trust her gut and not be afraid to say that it's Rob, and that Rob is a traitor. Tara, you did all that don't put your hands on me, girl. Don't scoot back up off me. Okay? Because you did all that talking and you still weren't talking about when you got to that round table, honey. Child, y'all. Ooh. What really gets me is the fact that y'all don't see the attack on women. Y'all don't see the attack on women for me. And it's always going to be a dense one that's going to go along and truly follow the lead of a man. And he playing you right in your face. And I really don't even want to use the term pick me, because I feel like that term pick me is so overused these days. Like y'all say narcissist is. But like, girl, it's giving slob on my knob. But like, that's you. That's you, Maura. You're a drooler. That's what I'll have to say. I'm not gonna call you a pick. You're a drooler. It's really sad to see. Okay. Anywho, so they do this carnival carousel spin type thing or whatever. It looked like a haunted carousel. It was kind of cute. It was a cute little setup. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, child. But it was supposed to be kind of like scary or whatever. But anywho, so they have to find bags of gold, run out there to the different areas, find the bags of gold. Whoever sits at the carousel, wins the shield. Whoever the final person is standing at the carousel ends up winning the shield. So they have to spin around, then get up, run and go find the prize or whatever. Run back. Every time they run back, a chair is taken away. Right? You have two people who are not sitting there for medical reasons, which is Eric and Tara. I'm not finna hold y'all, but I feel like they should not have been allowed to play. I don't know if y'all automatically saved them. I don't know, but I just felt like it was unfair for everybody else to be dizzy and running out there and these two not be dizzy. Now, here's the one thing that they did do. They did make them put their stuffed people or whatever back. The impersonators that they created, they made them put those dummies back. And that kind of gave them a not so quick start, right? So they kind of still started a little behind everybody else, because even though they didn't spin, they still had to take it, run, go put it on there. Then you could go join the crew with finding things. But whatever it was, cool. I didn't really like it. I'm like, if they got to sit out for medical reasons, then let's find another way to do this. But okay, so Rob ends up being like the first person to get eliminated, I think. Maybe he wasn't. No, I think he was. I think Rob could have been one of the first people to get eliminated, right? So he out there trying to find what he finding or whatever, trying to find, I guess, a big prize. Now he wants to find a big prize, Rob. Now you want to find a big prize when you were willing to forfeit some of the prize with the last mission that they had. You were willing to forfeit SHI when you guys did the whole question in the fact, when they were in the boxes, they got to pop up like a Jack in the Box type thing. Like, you was willing to forfeit the money then, but now you want to find the biggest prize. And then you had the audacity to come at Mark, because Mark sat down because he only got $750, baby. Money is money. Okay, granted, you can have a little more, but if I'm contributing something to the pot, then let's go. And I'm trying to save my life. And this is what pisses me off with this crew. It's so many things that I can't stand with this cast. Y'all literally let Rob tell y'all, I'm not trying to get eliminated. I don't want to die, man. I'm not trying to get murdered. And it's like, why do y'all get to let him tell y'all that he's the only person? As if nobody else is playing the game. He can be the one to tell y'all, I'm not trying to be eliminated. I'm not trying. Like, you think I want to be killed? You think I want to be murdered? You think I want to be banished? So why I gotta put my feelings aside and the goals and stuff that I got for myself for you? Nigga, what? Like, hell nah. Like, and y'all just let him get away with it. That very reason. If every time I look up, you're telling me I'm not trying to get killed, I'm not trying to get murdered, guys, I'm not trying to, then I'm voting for you, bruh. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go. Stop telling me that as if I'm not playing the game too. Hello? Like, it's just, I just can't stand it. Either way it go, Eric ends up winning. I was cringing at this because I wanted Natalie or somebody else to win. It ended up being Eric. And when I tell y'all, Rob loved all of this. And it really sucks to watch these set of traitors get exactly what it is that they want. Okay? I feel like it was fun when Candiace and Lisa and Rob were all on the show. I felt like it was really fun. But then now, it's just like, okay, y'all just been getting it wrong back to back to back to back to back, and finally got it right. More so thanks to Rob, right? And maybe that's why y'all rely on him so damn much, but y'all don't think that he's a traitor too. That's the fact. That's the problem for me. Y'all rely on him, but not once did you think about him being a traitor, because he definitely helped y'all get some traitors out. And then one of the traitors mentioned his name. Like, come on, guys. Either way it go, I just hate to see it. I hate to see it, but they're getting exactly what it is that they want. So Rob tells Mark and the others that he believes that it could be Natalie because she used to talk to him more, but lately she's been distant. What the hell that got to do with anything? What that got to do with anything? The fact that nobody is thinking or has thought about what Candiace said with Rob being a traitor, but in that vehicle, because I think in that vehicle it was, of course, Eric, Rob, it was Mark, and it was Maura, right? Nobody's thinking about what Candiace said about him being a traitor, and maybe that's the very reason why Natalie may have stepped back from him a little piece. Could that potentially be a damn alternative thought for you people? It's a mess. It's a mess. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got over here. So Tara says that she shared Rob's name with Natalie and now she's running with it. Tara, baby, you ran with it first because you mentioned it to her. You didn't tell her to not go tell somebody else. So you really ran with it first and she was in agreement with you. You even gave her more chip on the dip as to why you believe that it's Rob, and she went along with it. Now you're afraid to face your own damn truth. And that's really giving weak BITSHI for me. And then you turn around after saying that Natalie was the one running with the information. You go and you run to Mark and you let Mark know that you think it's Rob. But Natalie is the one running with it. Ooh, girl, she just really pissed me off. I'm glad you didn't betray Candiace the way that you over here doing Natalie, girl, because I really would have been in your tail. So meanwhile, Rob tells Maura that we need to get Natalie out, and no matter what, Tara and Johnny has to go. Hello? Hello? You're not going to think about that, Maura, since you use some of the smallest things to identify a person being a traitor. You weren't going to think about that. He's not telling you the reasons why he thinks these people need to go. He literally just said we need to get Natalie out tonight. It's not, I think that she's a traitor, let's banish her. And I think she's working with Tara and Johnny. That's not what he said. What he said was we need to get Natalie out tonight. And no matter what, Tara and Johnny are next. And you just sat there and took it all in. You drooler. Whew. You just stupid. I can't wait for them to lose this game. It's just really like, I can't. All right, the signs are there, but she don't want to see it because she's too busy seeing herself fucking him. Let's get to the round table. So Rob immediately calls out, well, first of all, Miss Tara said that she don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say anything. I've done it before, and I think it's time for somebody else to speak up and say that. Basically, she was trying to tell Natalie, can you say Rob's name? Because I don't want to put myself out there like that. So you felt like she was running with it, right? After you mentioned it to her, she was the one running with it. You also told Mark, but you want to set her up to do everything. Tara never liked Natalie ass from the beginning. I think it was more than just a traitor situation. I just think she didn't like her. You sat up there and you told her once upon a time that, oh, I don't think you're a traitor. I don't think you're a traitor. Then you turn around and go tell Johnny something else, right? Which is the reason why she voted for your ass the last time, because you had her thinking that y'all were good, but behind her back, you were saying something else. Like, you wanted them women not to be trusted. It's giving straight corporate. They'll tell you something in your face, and then when they get in front of the whole group, it's something different. I didn't say that. No, what I was talking about, child. Okay? Anywho, it is what it is, girl. Natalie definitely got played. What I didn't like was the fact that they weren't connecting the dots. So Natalie, right? So first of all, Rob, after that happened with Tara, Rob immediately calls out Natalie, right? And Natalie pretty much threw everything back onto him that he was trying to throw onto her, and I loved it, She also highlighted that Candiace was very smart, and her mentioning his name was interesting, right? For her to just say your name out the blue was like, right? And I'm like, y'all, can we connect the dots? All right? And remember that and here's the thing too. Why is it that we as viewers can remember what happened weeks ago, but y'all as cast cannot remember what happened just days ago? Because y'all filmed this stuff within days. And y'all can't remember? Huh? Y'all can't remember why Candiace came for Rob because he was coming for Lisa. Y'all not connecting the dots that both Lisa and Candiace were traitors? Y'all didn't think about the fact that maybe Candiace felt that Rob was betraying the both of them and he could potentially be a traitor? Y'all didn't think that? Are the thinking caps in the room with us? Girl, they ain't been there all season. So Maura the clown says that, she did say that it was a throwaway vote, though. That's what she did say. Baby, I can't wait to Rob throw away your ass in the finale. Do you understand? I cannot wait, you drooler. I cannot wait, Maura the clown, when he throws your ass away. So Natalie calls out Tara after Tara says that she didn't want to lead the convo on who, she thinks is the traitor, right? And Tara pretty much plays Natalie, right? She says, this is where I get confused. I'm like, where you get confused? Girl, what? And says, this is where it could have been a wild card thing, and this is why, I'm second guessing because I wasn't sure. No, BITCH, you're scared of Rob. And I am confused as to why you're scared of Rob. Why? Why are you afraid of Rob? Like, girl, what? Huh? So Natalie says, that she feels blitzed because she was told one thing earlier and now it's changing. Baby, and you should have known to never trust Tara ass the way she sat up there and played you a few weeks ago. 1 minute she saying this, or a few days ago. 1 minute she saying this, then she played your ass. But either way it go, your fate was sealed, Haki. Right? So Tara, personally, she's just full of SHI. Natalie says, putting Rob's name down is extremely difficult for me. Tara and Johnny pretty much have the same nervous energy, like it's difficult for them. Tara's like, Johnny, I think that we need to speak up on this. I would have looked at her and said, nah, bitch, that's all you. Because you the one that had the conversation with Natalie. Okay, I love that Johnny was like, well, y'all approached me with it, but I ain't make no definitive decision on nothing. I know that's right. Don't pull me into your stuff, girl. And then I'm over here on my end like, why are y'all scared? Who the fuck is Rob for everybody to be afraid to put his name down? What? Y'all definitely deserve to lose this game. At some point, of course, Maura the clown jumps in and tells Natalie, it's been a day or whatever, and all you've been doing is listening to Tara and no one else. But girl, you sit up here and listen to Rob and nobody else. Is you cool? Then Maura starts going at Tara and says, you put names out here without a reason to back it up. Girl, what? They just sat down and had a conversation with you on reasons why they were backing it up. And I don't know why y'all ladies didn't even throw some salt on her name and say, well, you were in the room with us when we talked to you about Rob. Make her defend that. Even if her opinion was, oh, it can't be Rob, make her defend that. Because Rob would still probably be looking at her like, damn, you try to get me out? Like, what? I said, baby, let me tell y'all something about Maura. Baby, Maura the clown, she ain't trying to do shit but fuck. Because she not trying to win the game, okay? That's all she's trying to do. Rob decides to use the dagger on Miss Natalie. And at the end of the day, she is banished as a faithful. Hated to see it. I think the reaction that was the most genuine for me was Mark. I think Mark had the most realist, genuine reaction. I don't think Maura gave a damn. Of course, Eric and Rob are traitors. Johnny and Tara know damn well that girl was not no damn traitor based on what they experienced when they had to go down to the basement or whatever, when it was time for the elimination or the murder, right? They knew that she wasn't. They knew that. The most genuine reaction for me was Mark. Okay. When it comes down to the traitors having to make a decision that night to murder somebody and it'll happen in front of all the remaining cast, I think it's going to be not Rob, but I think it's going to be Mark. I do wonder if it could potentially be Tara, and the reason why I say that is because I'm thinking, to me, the goal is for not many women to make it to the finals. And if Maura makes it to the finals, that makes so much sense to me because she's a drooler. Okay? That's why I would think she would make it to the finals. And Tara would likely be out of here because they may rather have more men than they have women. But I think Mark is a strong candidate to go up against. But also, I think that Rob being that Tara mentioned Rob's name to Natalie is a reason why I also think that Tara may be eliminated, because if it came down to it, she could sniff him out. And I think that Rob believes he has Mark under his finger. Now, Mark, if you were smart enough and you really thought about this, Mark, you could potentially win this thing, right? You could potentially win this thing. But I do feel like it may be Tara, only another reason that it could be Tara is because everybody else has been so Team Rob. He got his people now. Outside of Johnny. And even with that, it's not enough of them to convince everybody else that it's Rob. Unless Maura changes her mind, I doubt. But you only got Johnny, Tara, and Mark. So are they going to really be able to convince or sway somebody on that side to go against Rob? They already too damn scared of him. I don't really see those three being able to sway Eric or Maura. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how this is going to play out. But at the end of the day, if Rob wins this game, congratulations to him, because y'all played yourselves and y'all definitely deserved it. And it's a true example of how y'all allow, I guess, the pretty privilege of it all, how y'all allow attractive people to play the fuck out of y'all. I mean, y'all not going to be rocking with people that aren't attractive, because y'all not even going to give them the time of day to even consider their personalities or get to know them more. Right? Y'all gonna let the fine ones do it every time. So the fact that you will finesse your money only to believe this man, because he cute, he got a nice body, child, you deserve whatever happens to you. So good luck. Okay, that's all that I got on Traitors. I came and ran down here and gave you guys a little piece. Make sure you're liking up the video, especially if you got this far into the video. Obviously, you enjoyed everything that I had to say. So like up the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and before we go, for the people that enjoy my body cam is messy, my court is messy, please be sure to go over and subscribe to my other channel, which is JamiThatsMe Court and Crime. You should be able to type in at CC JamiThatsMe in order to find it. But yeah, make sure you guys go over there, subscribe and everything. I'm JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, honey. Bye.
I preach to the choir, stand with my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I could face the rim, putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel the pool, we gon' make them swim, nigga.